What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. This will not be a lawn video today, as you can probably tell from the description of the video. This is going to be a how-to video. Most of you know, if you follow the channel, that though I do not drive it a lot, I have a 1995 Ford F-150 XL. It's got the 6-cylinder in it, and 197,000 miles, 98,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. This vehicle has been in the family since it was brand new. My mother-in-law bought it brand new in 95. So, anyway, I've been doing some work to it here lately. A couple of things, you know, just things that have been neglected over time. Don't use it a whole lot. It's spent a lot of time in the family as an extra vehicle. All right, let me give you a little back history on this. That panel has been pulled off. That panel is in my shop. I pulled that panel off probably 5, maybe 6 years ago. And here's what happened. So the handle broke. The handle's probably a $15 handle. But me being in a hurry, not doing what I needed to do, I started clamping together the little mechanism that the handle moves. And then eventually I broke it and broke these rods loose and bent these rods in the process. So, what could have been a relatively simple fix for $15 has now cost me $80. That's right, $80. And I want to show you real quick how I'm having to open it right now. Alright, first of all, when I shut the tailgate, I don't slam it really hard, which means usually only one side latches. Typically on this one, it is this side. There is a little detent that you can get in there and move with a screwdriver, just like that. And as we say, voila, the tailgate opens. So, that's not the way we want to do business, though. Not the way we want to operate. So what I have done is ordered. I don't even remember where I got this from. I probably ordered it through oh, let me get in front of the camera. I don't remember who I ordered this from. I think I got it on Amazon, and it come directly from a vendor. Because it was the same price as getting it from another place, but the shipping is just more guaranteed, you know, if you get it from Amazon. I haven't even opened this box to see what's in it. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty neat. Actually, that's really awesome. I did not know for $80, this is what I got. And I don't really need all this, but I'm assuming this has an L and an R. These are the latching assemblies that go on either side. What I was showing you a while ago about there was a way that you could get in there and open it if your tailgate is stuck. It was this little piece right here. When the rod pulls, that piece goes up. And what I do is I just get in there with a screwdriver and I wedge the screwdriver like that and I lift that mechanism, which unlocks it. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. To be honest, these, I don't know. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. Also got brand new straps to go with the tailgate, which, as you can see, I do not need. There's nothing wrong with these straps. I will have to take all that loose to get these mechanisms out, and I really don't even know that I need these mechanisms out, but I probably have to get them out to put the new rods on. Because that rod has a hook in it. So, yeah. This right here, first of all, is what I broke. One of these broke off the handle. And that handle works in conjunction with this. This moves. I don't know how easy it moves, but okay, I gotta go the other way. Yeah, it pulls down. So this moves, and when it does, it pulls these little yellow clips that you see. Those little yellow clips, the rod is hooked into, and it pulls the rod. And the rod would be in through here. And when it pulls the rod, it unlatches, okay? This is what I broke taking and putting a pair of pliers on it to open it. Again, that was not a wise thing, but that's what I did. So I need to find out. Doesn't look like it comes with any mounting hardware. And I guess the idea behind that would be, if you were replacing it, you would take your hardware off and you would use, you know, your old hardware, bolts, nuts, all that kind of stuff. So that is a little bit of a problem for me, because I have now got to go and see if I can find. I put it up at one time, but whether I've kept up with all that stuff this long, we'll see in a minute. Alright, so I could not find my bolts. That means I don't have any of the bolts that put this back on, but I'll find something that'll work in it. Also, so This is what it looks like. You got a Torx. I don't know what size it is. Mine's stripped out. I had to well, I had to make it work. But anyway, you take this out and this out, and this was the old one right here that I slid out, and then you just slide the new one back in. I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a minute. See that little grommet right there that holds this this little J piece in on the handle? It is not in the new kit. Unfortunately, there were none in there. I've looked good in the box, so I am trying to reuse my old one. So I'm gonna set you up here just a second. Maybe I can show you how I'm doing this. For the right hand side, we take the one that's marked for the right hand, which is going to go in like this right here. It's got an R on it. Your top is going to be where your lever hooks up at, and you want to hook that lever. You're going to hook that lever through the bottom, and that's going to lead that bow. I don't know if you can see which way that bow's running. I am just guessing at this. That seemed to be the only way it works. So this little grommet goes in here, and it's some kind of keeper. I don't know the technical term for it. I am not a mechanic. I just like to piddle with this stuff. I have not watched a video on this. I don't know if there is video on this. If there is, somebody's probably got a better video than I have on it, okay? And that's fine. Not in competition here. Just sharing something with you. But that'll only go in one way. I mean, you want to go from the bottom and go up, okay? And let me see if I can get you over here where you can see what I'm doing. If the wind is bad out here, I apologize for that. I mean, it is what it is. Let me show you this real quick too. When you are putting this rod in, there's a little clip right here, and under it there's a hole, and you want that rod to slide through that hole that supports it. See, this one's through it right here. But anyway, let me get you set up here. And show you how this bad boy's gonna go right through here, through there, and then I'm just kind of guessing that as you get this thing in. Apparently I'm turning the wrong way there. There we go. My other ones are not bent exactly like this is bent, so I don't know if that'll be one of those things where I just have to kind of bend it and make it where it works for me. Billy, what are you doing? Alright, so Billy decided he would get out, I guess. Let me go see what's going on with the fence.
Alright, so now that you got this in, you're going to take this Torx bolt, you're going to put it back in, and I'm going to try to sit you right here, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. We got that Torx right there, and then, again, I'm not replacing the straps off the tailgate, but this is one of the tailgate straps goes in the other one. I'm fixing to probably have to quit on this for today and go out there and fix my goat pen. Because, as you saw, my goats are getting out. I know some people think the goats are neat, and you say, hey man, I want to get some goats. Let me just warn you, it's a never-ending battle keeping them in. One guy told me, if you don't want the goats to tear your fence up, make it where they can get in and out. So, anyway, this right here mounts like this, and then these just pop up like that, and we put these in there where they need to go. So
that handle's going to go in like that, because that's designed to do that. Okay. handle's going to go in like this. Let's see if I can get you pull back up here. And then that is going to sit on top of it like that. And then it's going to get screwed down. And then, of course, we're going to put these in here where they go. And, you know, once it's all tightened down, it'll work nice and neat, hopefully. But you really can't do it without having everything in place. So I'm going to have to get the nuts to do this. So I'm going to have to come back and finish this because I'm going to go look in my shop. But that's a fine thread. It's like a 3/8, but what I got here is a very coarse. And that's going to be a very thin. I said 3/8, that's 1/4 inch. So I'm going to have to find some of those. I don't know if I have any here. I may be able to run down to the store down the road and pick up some, but there again, I'm just going to have to see. So I'll have to check back and finish this up later.
Alright, I went to look through my shop one more time, and I actually found the screws that hold this plate on, and also found some nuts that would work here.
I just want to give y'all a little bit of bonus footage. While I was in the process of looking for the screws, let me show y'all something. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. That bad boy is swole up. Fat. Can't see my knuckles? Yep. Right about over there in that junk corner, where I thought I might have put those screws at, found me some yellow jackets. Or look like yellow jackets. Normally they're down the ground, but anyway, they were a little small and yellow, so. And he popped me just as soon as I stuck my hand in there. Oh well. Hey, give me a like for at least taking one for the team, right?
So again, you just put the handle up through the bottom. You put the unlocking mechanism, whatever you want to call it, on top of it. Then when you pull the handle from the outside, it pulls those two yellow things together. And these pull the tailgate and unlock each side. So what we need to do now is open it up with it in that position. And we're going to take these, and all these are going to do is just clamp in there. And like I said earlier, these were not bent the same way my old ones were, so I'm thinking that I'm going to have to take these and probably, you know, give them a little bit of an attitude adjustment maybe, which with a pair of pliers like that. That is really, really simple. And then, I don't know if I could just take and just, the only thing I'm concerned with, oh yeah, the only thing I'm concerned with is that right there is just a plastic clip. So, you know, it's probably not, not made maybe to be in too much of a bind, but anyway, I'm just going to kind of, well, it's definitely moving it. Get that one on that side. See if I can set y'all down right here, because I do want to be careful. I do want to be careful working that in there, because I think it'll be fine once it's in there, but I don't want to break that clip in the process of getting it in there. So put that down in there like that, lock it.
All right, this could be different for every application, but what I was getting was a lot of tension. Where it runs through this loop, it was pulling down on it really hard. And so what I did is put something under here, in here, to force that rod up, and then I pushed down on each side here and bent this rod. This rod's not very hard to bend. And then it went, it went in here pretty easy without a lot of tension. I did the same thing on this side. And it's moving now. I mean, that may not seem like it's moving a whole lot, but it doesn't take but just a little bit, I think, to open that. So let's see where we're at with it. We are locked. In case you're wondering, I don't know if the place is still there, but this came from Arkansas. Blytheville, Arkansas. All right, let's see. Boom. Nice, nice, nice. All right, awesome. I'm so glad that worked out. Now I don't have to use the screwdriver.
And now I can go over here and find this plate that's been in here for 5 years. And just kind of make sure that this is going to work. I mean, I guess it is. I know the plate fits on there, but, you know, sometimes, you know, something can hit or something can rub. In fact, I had to tweak my tailgate, the opening for the latch just a little bit. And it's probably from loading stuff in here without this plate on here. I think it bent just a little. And so, anyway, here's that plate. And I'm just going to kind of sit it down and see if the holes line up. They line up that way. And they line up, looks like that way too, so I'm guessing this can be flipped either way. And the little screws that I found here, I'm going to take and put all these in real quick. And then we'll check back and make sure it works.
All right, the plate's back on minus 1, 2 screws, apparently in 5 years of those sitting around. Somewhere or another I've lost a couple of screws, so anyway, not the end of the world, but let's see what it, make sure it doesn't hit. Lock good. Sweet, sweet. And actually, both of these devices are still good. Probably won't ever use them for anything, but, and I have a set of straps here. Now that could be something over time. If I get messed up, get my toolbox set up. Tools down there. Some of those boxes you saw in my shop the other day. About 3 or 4 of them stacked over in that corner, so. Anyway, hey, maybe this will help somebody out. I know it wasn't the best how-to video. Again, this was a real-time deal. This is me doing something I've never done before. Maybe you got a 95 F-150 or any model even close to this. They made a lot of them the same, and most of the older trucks are going to be just like this, very similar anyway. And you need to replace the whole mechanism. I will put a link in the description where I got this one from. I do not know how many different vehicle models it fits, but you can look at it and it will tell you that. And, you know, maybe it'll, maybe you've been thinking about doing it and you hadn't done it because you thought it was going to be aggravating. Maybe you're not a big time, you know, do-it-yourself person. And, but you also didn't want to go spend $200 or $250 for somebody else to do it. I would say, you know, if you got a set of tools, like you're kind of person, I know Craftsman's kind of going downhill, but if you got a good set of tools, you will need a Torx. I had to work to get mine out because I had an old cheap Pittsburgh Harbor Freight handheld set, and I think it was a size too small. It was bad, but I made it work, and I'm going to stop by Advanced Auto or somewhere tomorrow when I'm in town, because I'm not going to drive this anyway before then, and I'm going to pick me up a set of Torx. So, you know, just so I have them. I'm the kind of person, when I do something, if I run into something I need, I usually, you know, within reason, I go buy it. Because, I mean, I could have went to my neighbor's house, either one of my neighbors over here, I'm sure they got them. But, I don't know. This truck, if you do anything with this old F-150 here, door handle, tailgate, several other things I ran into on it have Torx. And, or torque, you know, you need a torque wrench. Not a torque wrench, but Torx, I guess is how you say it. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, little stars. So, I would say it's a simple fix. You know, again, I don't think it's that hard. Most people with a little bit of mechanical inclination would be able to do it. So, hey, I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch the video. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him.